we're doing another Fireside chat. My name's Kina, and this is Tabby. Yay!
Yay!
She does a lot of the kids' crafts projects around here. She does a fabulous job with them. And last year, I asked her to do snow globes. So she did these 3 snow globes, and I asked her to use 3 different glitters. So, Tabs, can you take us through each one, and then we'll go into in-depth on each one.
Absolutely. So the 3 that we used, the deer have the Snow White Iridescent, which is a fabulous, glorious glitter that works great. It looks like snow.
Mm-hmm.
The Iridescent Snow glitter is actually my favorite because it does look like little sparkles falling down.
Yeah, it's a random flake, so it catches a lot of light compared to any other glitter.
And it looks more like the random snowflakes.
Yeah.
The last one is the Ghost Iridescent.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't remember what it looked like a year ago, but right now it has kind of a cool antique look to it.
Yeah.
So if you were doing like a scene that had like a little village, or you were trying to make it look like a period piece inside, that one might be a really good way to go.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we started a year ago. Tabby and I shot a video. It's been up on YouTube a year, and we rewatched it, and it's mostly accurate. But there was one thing, and the reason why we're having the chat rather than just letting that video ride is basically we were wrong. So we were really wrong. So we were kind of bashing the glitters because they were sticking to the globes and they were sticking to the top, and we really, we didn't really think that they were all that great, and it turns out they're all great.
They really are. What I did not realize was when I do calming jars as well, it usually takes some of the glitters, especially the iridescents, a little while to actually settle down. They'll float at the top, they'll float on the edges, just because that's that kind of a flake.
It's kind of like staticky.
Yeah.
It just sticks to the edge of the globe, and we were really like, oh God, these are all sticking. And
it turns out be that great.
Turns out they're not.
You have to let it soak.
Yeah.
We've talked to people in the industry as well as experiments that I myself have already made. If you let it soak and sit for a while, then the glitter won't stick to your jars.
Yeah, I actually was thinking that if you were doing these mass production and you were doing it as a business, that having a bucket of Ghost Iridescent sitting there, that you could just grab a wet, sloppy amount and stick it in your globe. That way you don't have to wait for that settle period, because you may be making these right up until Christmas and you don't want to put them on the shelf with all that static. So if you had a good gloppy bucket of wet glitter that you added to it, I think you could probably get away with not having to wait.
It can actually take upward of 2 or 3 months for the glitters to actually settle down. I made a snow calming jar, and it took, I want to say, closer to 4 or 5 months for the glitter to actually settle down and not stay static on the jar.
I'm wondering if the warm water would help, bring that speed up a
Probably.
bit. Sometimes warm water has a different chemical reaction. So anyway,
The difference you have to worry with that though is the colorant on craft glitter can melt into the water.
But if you're using these 3 glitters, there's really no colorant. They're all kind of a clear flake with an iridescent, shine, so you wouldn't have to worry about the bleeding so much. But so we were wrong. And the truth of the matter is that all 3 of these are fine, and I think they're all 3 beautiful.
They're all gorgeous in their own way.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in this video, we didn't cover, or in that video, I should say, we didn't cover how to make them. On Glitter University, underneath this video, there's a page where we put a video of one being made with a mason jar as opposed to these expensive units. And I thought that was kind of a cool idea, so that's on the page. And there's also a dry snow globe, so if you want to avoid the whole water issue, you can make dry snow globes. And the person in that video used this beautiful iridescent glitter snow with a random flake. It was really lovely. I think that, and these what, by Amazon? Empty?
I think it was
either Amazon or Michael's, and they weren't that much, but mason jars, way to go if you're doing like a brownie troop or something like that.
Or you can also go to coloredsandart.com.
Yeah, right.
They have wonderful trees, Santas, snowmen. I think I saw a snowflake there a couple of years ago. So there's a bunch of different options that you can go for your snow globes, not just the traditional circle.
Good. Well, I think we just about covered it. We're going to go ahead and leave that video on there so that you can certainly watch us go through the first video, because there was some information in there that was accurate, and we did close-ups that you can really see it, inside and so forth. But this video is definitely a follow-up because, well, we were wrong. Wrong.
Like we always like to say,
Test, test.
If you're not testing, you will have fails.
Yes.
But having the fails helps you find the correct glitter.
Yeah.
If you're doing liquids, then it helps you to find the correct mix that you want for your project.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Always test.
I agree. Hey, fist bump.
Fist bump. Boop. Done.
Hope that helps.
The disco iridescent was another one we chose. Just gave off a nice, lovely sparkle.
Actually, I don't think that was your. I think you should do that one over. I think that isn't that the ghost.
Oh God, that is ghost.
Okay, so just start it over again. That not the whole thing, but that last one.
Just that last one. And the last one we have is the disco iridescent.
Nope, you did it wrong again. It's ghost.
Why do I keep
Okay.
saying disco?
You
Okay.
excited? You're happy?
I am excited.
You got the
I'm
pink
happy.
pigs on.
Hello, I've got pink pigs. I'm fabulous. So, and the last one that we have here is the.
Oh my god.
I did it again.
Ooh, spooky ghost. Spooky ghost.
Ghost iridescent. Ghost iridescent.
Ghost, ghost,